As we speak now, we have 99.07% upload on INEC result viewing portal. I want us to talk about how important this would be if we don't have collation and the result before midnight. Would it matter that we've had as much, uploads of results online if it can be done manually in record time? But let's get to the field where our correspondent is standing by. Ikena Mechi. Where are you exactly and what's happening right now?
Okay, Nifemi, right now I'm at the INEC State headquarters, where behind me is the Collation Center. It's under lock and key right now, but cameramen and every station covering this election has actually set up, waiting for INEC and waiting for the results to arrive at this place so that it will start being announced to the public of the outcome of the election that took place in all the 21 local government areas of the state. From what we hear, the collation of results is actually going on at the local government level for all the election that was done today. And after leaving the local government, it will be coming here in their numbers from local government to local government, and that's when the work of the collation here will start, and then the results will be announced to the public as it come local government by local government. But for now, no local government have arrived at the INEC headquarters. That's why journalists, police officers, and of course, those who are concerned about the, transmitting this election results are here waiting patiently. It started with a very, we started early, and it's definitely going to be a late night wait until the results start coming in. I don't know if it's midnight before the results will start coming here. One thing is sure, we're going to wait, and when the results start coming, we'll announce it to the public to ensure that they know the outcome of the election, the governorship election that took place in all 25 local government areas of Anambra. Nifemi.
What feelings are you getting from these local government areas as regards collation there? And what time exactly do you foresee that the collation will start statewide where you are?
All right. What we're getting, the feelers we're getting is that, there are some local government that are close by. There are others that are very far away. But what we know is that they are collating at the local government level. It will come from the rack, then collated at the local government. Then the collation officer will now take the result and will come here, announce it to the INEC rec and the commissioner. Then the collation will formally kickstart, because they can't kickstart the collation without having any result to announce to the public. So that's why we are waiting patiently. No information whatsoever when we are going to start, because we know that what they told us was the collation is taking place right now at the different local government areas of the state. But when it will arrive here, we will not know that. But we are waiting patiently, hoping that it will arrive before midnight or or early morning Sunday. But whenever it arrives, we're sure going to announce. They're sure going to get the results. They are going to announce the results, and we'll transmit it to the public to know the outcome of the election today.
Ikena, you've been on your feet since morning. I saw you interview the deputy governor where he voted, and like every other journalist covering this election, I'm sure you're hoping that this collation center will come alive before midnight. But we're also hearing talks about vote buying. What did you see on the field? What stood out for you?
Well, what stood out was that, we thought that by 2025, when we talked about this vote buying for more than, 6 years now, we're still seeing it bearing its ugly head in this election. And some places, they are not even, bothered about people watching them, do this transaction for their, franchise to be swayed to the person that the biggest bidder of their votes. So it's actually not a good one for our election. That and we didn't see anybody arrested actually, because we saw people, exchanging money for, but you won't see, where people were arrested and brought to the book. So this is something that, the new INEC chairman will have to look into how to curb this vote buying, especially for off-cycle election where you have so many observers monitoring this election, from the European Union to the national observer to the local observers. They are just watching people actually, trading their votes.
Just a minute, Ikena. You saw people trade for vote. Did policemen also see them? And what exactly did they do?
You want me to put people on the spot at the moment, but I wouldn't want to say that I saw any policeman, seeing what they are doing. But the fact is that for those we that are journalists, we tend to have an eagle eyes overview of what is happening in an election. And for those of us who have covered election from, for a long time, we know that these things, they know how they, transact this business of vote buying. And that is just it. And others are discreet about it, but some people are not.
All right, okay, now, first I must say well done to you. But if we have over 60,000 security personnel deployed for this election, what's security presence looking like at the State Collation Center? What measures are on ground to ensure that we do not have a repeat of what happened during the Edo State governorship election, where a governorship candidate was at the State Collation Center demanding answers?
All right, the security situation here is watertight. I mean, the safest place on earth right now is the INEC headquarters, where security agencies, are manning different points, checks before you even get to the entrance of the INEC office. And of course, inside the INEC office and even around here, you have security officers everywhere. So it's actually watertight. And looking at ensuring that we don't stay late, or for that issue of in Edo State that the governor, sitting governor, had to come to the collation office. I think it's all better to communication with these people. That's why we are actually demanding for communication with journalists on what the INEC are expecting us to do. I allowed to wait that the results will come this night, but there's no formal information about when the collation will start, and that will actually, down some tension and, make people to understand that, okay, we are expecting results, but this is when we anticipate the collation will commence. But right now, there's no official statement to that regard.
You appear really safe because there are about 5 or 6 police officials right behind you. We're going to get back to you in a minute when you have more updates for us. Ikena Meche live at the State Collation Center in Oka. Thank you for the update there.